Welcome to 20 Sides to Every Story. If things are going well, you should see us and hear us any second now. There goes the little watch now trigger. Things look good. I'm not looping the audio. Hey. We're going to be playing some Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition tonight. We're working our way through the Dark Tower, the upcoming original Adventures Reincarnated release by Goodman Games. The party has made their way down to the 3rd floor, or 3rd excavation level. Floors and levels are a little different in this particular module. But they're down 3 levels, and they've just discovered a murder scene. Worried about the well-being of several pet cave bears, Andry has rushed away from the group down the hallway, from which... Whoop.
Down the hall. Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem.
That was me opening Twitch. It wasn't mute. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I just heard myself. Or heard something. I was like, oh no. So anyway, hey, welcome. But Andry rushing down the hall towards the cave bears. The cave bears look up like, hey, you're finally here with the food, boss. And then they're like, well, there's no food. And there's also the fellow who set a trap on our foot earlier. So cave bears are a little bit angry. I don't think the rest of the party has realized that yet. So what we're going to do to kick ourselves off this evening is pull up the old turn order here. And we're going to ask everybody to roll themselves right into it as we lead off here. Right in the thick of it.
Like right now?
Like
right
now. Right now. And as I was laughing about with the characters, they're approaching a spot where they have about 30 different choices as to where to go. And they managed to choose option 5 out of 3 already. So we will see how they do when they have 30 choices. But let's see here. Let's go ahead and throw ourselves into turn order. Blitz, you are high on the turn order at the moment, so I think what may have happened is, as the party's sort of like checking around, Jor is laid on the ground, longsword cuts on him, Kronach the same. The elf has fallen, looks like he succumbed to a combination of the wounds from the ghouls and the ghasts, some of the weapon strikes from Jor, and perhaps some infection or poisons thereafter. And you see Andry chugging away, and you're like, huh, that's probably not a good thing. And that's about all you really know right now. But knowing that that's probably not a good thing, what might you be doing?
I think you might attempt to intervene. Andry, remember, they may still be angry with you. Because he seems to have forgotten.
Sure. You like come out around, you're like, Andry, they might be angry. And like you can't really quite see down the hallway, but you can just like feel the hot breath roar coming out like roar. Yeah, they're a little angry.
And web.
You got it. You come chugging down, you kind of make it around that
and then
little...
I don't want to see these bears get hurt, honestly. I don't know if that's more OOC or Blitz, but I like bears.
I mean, it's a little probably from column A, a little probably from column B. Now, as depicted, the artistry is for a polar bear, but these are really cave bears, which have adapted to underground. They have much larger eyes, and they've got that sort of red gleam to them that indicates seeing in the dark, probably not a problem for them. They've got, coarse fur. It's a little bit more dark colored than shown here. But those bears are up at the moment. And they have to deal with a web, ya butt. And so, where's this web going?
Just up until the front of them.
Are you going this way with it so that it hits them immediately, or are you going this way with it so it's a blocker in front of them?
Yeah, blocker. Or like such that the rightmost part of the web is the rightmost part of the rightmost bear.
The rightmost part of the web is so it's going to be on them. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Correct. Okay. Yeah. It's 60-foot range area. What's that mean?
I mean, 60 foot. You can throw it all the way to the far wall, But if you got 20
Okay.
feet, you could hit all 3 bears with it if you felt like it.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, got it.
Hopefully
So
I get that.
all 3 bears, if they weren't grumpy, they're grumpy now. DC 16 dexterity saving throws. 1, 2, 3 of them. 1 is free. That'll be this one up here at the top. The other 2 are currently webbed up, and man, do I hate this spell. But it's come to save you a few times now. Anything else for you there?
No.
All right. One of the creatures is starting its turn in the web. Conjure mass, sticky point, okay, so that would have been its saving throw right there. It is going to move its way on out of those webs. It is now out of the webs and up to Andry. It is going to say, hey. And it's going to try and bite Andry. Andry, bite. Gonna crit for 13.
I'm going to use the storm rune to make him bite his...
How many of those do you have?
Just the one today.
All right, you're going to make it bite its friend, huh? Womp. That certainly hits. Now they're angry all over the place. Inside of here, started
At each other.
the webs. It's just a terrible, terrible thing going on in there. Creature same with the wedge, use strength check against Steven's saving throw, so these 2 will try and get out. 2 strength checks coming. 2 break free. Number 1, number 2. They are both free now. And quite angry. They will squeeze on up in here. Out of the web, but are currently squeezing with the effects that leaves behind. Dahrian, what are you doing? Rawr.
We know that this is going on at this point?
There's definitely some roaring.
Okay.
And hey, Tux, yeah, cave bears of unusual size. Legitimate cave bears, as written in the module this time.
I don't think at this point I have any visual.
Probably
So-
not quite. Like,
Yeah.
maybe a tuft of fur, but not really enough to target. Oh, there you do.
I will move up to there, and that's... I basically had to use my dash, so... That will be it for me.
Sounds good. Planet Buster, they were webbed for their turn, but that gives them restrained, and so they can use their strength saving throw to break out. I will double check on that ruling there. But I don't believe you lose the whole turn. I'll check myself on that one later. Tann, what do we got?
Tann is going to make a move. 25. He can go 35. That still blocks. Yeah, I'll do a dash.
A dash.
A dash. Just a dash. I'll place myself there. I'll burn some Sorcerer points. I'll double check how many. I want to say it's 2, but I'll figure that out. To cast... Yeah, I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt on this guy and the... No, this guy. I lied. This guy.
Okay, the 2 in the back are squeezing, so you would have advantage. If you wanted to take advantage of it. Because they're, like, packed in there, like, chubby faces pressed together like that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll hit one in a... I don't know, let's say this one.
Okay.
Roll. Oh.
You do have advantage, so maybe you want to roll the other die.
Oh.
Zoom. Just couldn't bring yourself to do it, maybe.
Man. They're so cute and angry. Alright, that ends it for him.
You got it. Andry, you just have a wall of bear fur in front of you. What are you doing?
Andry's going to look back at Blitz. What the hell are you doing? Why would you attack the bears? And
I was
Andre's gonna
rescuing
get
them.
like super angry,
Okay.
and he's gonna rage.
Uh-huh.
And
And pet them really, really hard.
I guess we could knock him out. Maybe.
Non-lethal damage is an option as long as you're using a melee weapon. 20.
I'm punching him.
Punching them is a melee weapon. 24 is a solid hit. 8 is A damages.
I'm gonna.
You get a plus something from your raging. +2 rage.
Oh yeah, +2.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah.
No problem. And Planet Buster, thanks for keeping me honest. Galaxian, maybe not lone hunters today. The trained cave bears.
And I will punch him again.
Ooh, punch him again. 17 hits. 10 more damage. Still a bear. Big bear.
And I will stand there and get ready to be mauled and. Thanks, Blitz.
Tahir, what do we got?
He's watching everyone run by him, even though he's the one that fully just watched Andry go out and do his thing. I'm just not on my game today. What is wrong with me? I don't even know. And he'll move up his 30 feet and just like contemplate himself and just have his hand on his head like, what do I even do anymore? And he's gonna dodge.
Okay. Blitz, your web is still occupying the space behind the bears, but they're all kind of crammed up out of it at the moment. What are you doing? Also,
they
apparently,
completely
the
cleared it,
bears.
huh? Oh man. Wish I could move it. I'll pull the web. No, just kidding. Let me see. Dang it. I did not expect that. And if I use the fang sword, that's not non-lethal, right? Or
Any melee weapon can be non-lethal if you choose it to be. You just have to say non-lethal, and it has to be melee. No ranged non-lethal,
okay.
no spell non-lethal. Unless it's...
So like spank them with the side of the blade, then I guess. Give them a little.
You got it. You step up to the bear within reach and attempt a spanking. On his bare bottom. No. But
Heart's not in it at all.
Oh,
Heart's just not in it.
Not at all.
These bears don't deserve a spanking.
No. But it is bear time, and bear. Let's see. Bear in the front says, "Hey, how about we try a suplex?" And could I have? Let's go Blitz. Grapple check here. Please try and beat a 16. Your choice of athletics or acrobatics. As the bear gives you a good old bear hug.
Alright.
A 15 does not beat a 16. So,
Oh,
Warmth, you are grabbed. Boom! You are reversed. You are now in the pile with the bears. As you are in the pile with the bears, the one that has you grappled will now try and bite you. Ronk. A 12 will probably not do. The other two, first one will try and flatten you. So one rears up and comes down. We're going to need another strength athletics check. This time you'd need to beat a 17. Athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Hey.
22 is pretty good. They are still going to try and bite you, even though they didn't knock you down. 24, I think, is going to hit. 24 for 13 there. Oh, and hey, Homebrew Cafe. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, that hits. So, yeah. Dang it.
Yeah? Okay.
Yes.
The last one is just going to try and bite and claw. You're all kind of squeezed in there, so it is countering advantage and disadvantage. So straight rolls on a bite and a claw from the bear. I don't think a 13 or a 14 will do it. And so you are in the pile of bears. They do have you grappled. but so far not a ton of damage from that event. And welcome Homebrew. We are working our way through the upcoming Goodman Games Dark Tower Original Adventures Reincarnated release. We're doing the 5e version. They're also doing the DCC version. And thanks for swinging by. In the meantime, though, Dahrian, what are you up to?
Okay. Seeing that, my tactics have to change here.
Ooh, and Blitz, can I get a web constitution saving throw? Is web's concentration right?
Yeah. Here it comes right here.
Sorry about that, Dahrian. Web is still in play. And Dahrian, what you doing?
I think I am simply going to move up.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, I really don't have anything for this situation at all.
3 cave bears?
Well, there was something I was going to do, but now that Blitz is in the mix, it would be bad for him. So,
talk to them, Dahrian.
Easy as I'm gonna do non-lethal.
Oh, a non-lethal crit,
Oh.
but yeah, absolutely hits.
And oops, there we go.
Good crit. 9 plus 11 is 20. It is still a conscious bear, but it looks a little loopy.
Okay.
Dahrian, anything else?
I don't have any bonus action stuff. I think unfortunately that's all I can do at the moment.
Got it. Tann, what do we got going on?
All I can do is murder. That's all I'm good at. I ain't got nothing. I mean, I do have a rapier. I'm too far away, and I don't want to get close to a cave bear. Remind me, Blitz, you wanted to be where you currently are right now?
That was not the plan, no.
No? Okay. Okay. Can I then use 5, 10, 15, 20? Yeah, okay. Can I push Blitz out from his current location from between 2 cave bears?
You'd have to get in there and grapple him, but he is like
Or,
in a pile.
Sorry, telekinesis push.
Oh, telekinesis push. I think the rule that we figured out for that one is we will need your Arcana check versus their Strength check to hang on if you'd like to try it. They are going to post up a 21.
Okay.
So it's like a spell attack kind of?
And
There's a
Tux,
DC.
it's an Arcana check. So you're rolling an Arcana check to see if you can put the telekinesis in the right spot.
Oh, gotcha. That makes sense. Okay.
16, you do not manage to pull it out of the cave bear's hug. And Tux, the cave bears do not have a swim speed. They've got a different party trick. Didn't get deployed yet.
Climb speed. No, I have no idea. Okay. That, I think, is it for me. And lamenting my murderous spells.
You got it. Andry.
Okay, so we're not killing him. Thank God. I will punch the one in front of me.
Okay.
That's the one that's grappling Blitz, right?
That is the one that's grappling Blitz. And 18 will punch. And I believe I've already heard everyone declare non-lethal. So non-lethal?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is
11
an
damage.
unconscious bear rug at this point. Blitz is no longer grappled.
Nice.
Can I climb over the bear?
Sure. That's why bear rugs are so good.
Yeah. Oops. Probably not that far. I will attack this one.
I'm going to slide you out of the way,
Okay.
bear, just for convenience sake. And an 11 will not hit.
That's unfortunate.
Hmm.
I think.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's it.
Got it. Tahir, what are we doing?
Come on, buddy. Get yourself together. You can do this. You're not worthless. I will help! And I'm going to throw a firebolt and a crossbow at one of the bears.
Okay. These
I'm
two
here to save you!
with their friendly bear down, these two are no longer squozen, so normal attack if you would like. Squozened?
I am the wizard!
That hits!
Ooh, yes!
Don't kill them, Tahir.
I'm
Ow.
helping!
Ow. Ow.
I'll save you all!
Hey,
I
Tahir,
can do it!
I got
It's not
super
their
good
fault.
news. Super good news. Bears are not as fragile as princesses. So, Tahir, anything else?
Indeed. Indeed.
Don't worry, Blitz, I'll get you out of there! You good old bucket of bolts, you!
Speaking of the bucket of bolts, Blitz, you are under a bear, but it is no longer grappling you. You may move if you choose, but there are two bears in threat range. What might you be doing?
If I attack from inside its square, what does that mean?
It's fine.
Do I need to
You're
stand
you're
up?
effectively now here. So like
All right.
some room is freed up.
I'll give it some spanks.
Those tight pants.
Please, calm down.
Oh, 16 hits for 10.
Oh, non-lethal in case I need to say that.
Yep. 15 hits for 12. They are still bears.
All right. I guess that's good. I mean, he's not grappling, right?
He's not. You are not
Yeah,
grappled
that's good.
at the moment.
Still pushed me in the web. Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right. So the bear that is to the north across from you that likes trying to shove is going to try and shove you down once more, trying to knock you prone. Blitz, we're going to have you rolling against a 23, acrobatics or athletics, as they try and shove you to the floor. A 9. Blitz falls to the floor, and as he does, the bite now comes in with advantage. Bite. A 25 for 12 Blitz. And then Blitz, we've got a bite and a claw coming in
I'm
advantage.
gonna shield this time. I think it's
Okay,
wise to
shield.
I'm trying to save him, but
All right.
This seems like a good
Shield puts you above 25?
27.
27. Okay, so I got to beat a 27 with this. Bite. Nope. Claw. Aw. Like that. Like that close.
So close.
Like that. But with the shield up, the bear's attacks are deflected, and we come round to Dahrian. Dahrian, what are we doing?
All right.
Puffin, the hugs. The bears tried deploying hugs. They were rejected. But what do we got?
I will do the only thing at this point. I think the front line is doing all right, so I will. Give Blitz a little booster there.
Thank you.
Blitz coming back around a little bit. Dahrian, anything else?
That is it.
All right. And the party's actually been on a fairly good trek at this point, so resource management is coming into play. Tann, what do we got?
5, 10, 15. Am I able to like squeeze there for a moment?
Sure.
My goal is to squeeze there and then like leave.
Okay, yeah.
But for a moment,
You can be
I'm
squozen.
going. Oh, cool! I could be squozen. I'm gonna pat Andry on the back and be like, "Keep doing what you're doing, bud," and give him some guidance, and then get out of there because I can only murder.
You got it. Guidance deployed. Andry, what are you doing?
I'll do what I do best. I'll punch the bear.
Okay, southern bear looks worse, northern bear looks better. Which one are we going for?
Let's go with the northern bear.
Northern bear. 20's a hit.
thank God.
8 damage there with your raging, but it is still a big bear.
I would like to grapple it.
And what kind of grapple do you do on a bear?
It's a bear hug.
That is. We'll go fishing. Post up a 20 strength, but you post up a 27. It is grappled.
All right. And then I'm going to punch it again.
Okie dokie. 15 will hit. Nine there with the raging. And still a bear, but a grappled bear. Andry, anything else?
Can I push it back over here?
Back over like that?
So he's on the other side of me.
So
I'm
he's
trying to get him away from Blitz.
Yeah. No problem.
The web's
Sounds
still there,
good.
isn't it? Is it still there?
What's that?
Is the web still there?
I
don't see it on my screen, but
I don't have the web up. But give me a concentration check because you did. No, you did not take damage. So yes. So Andry, you would stop there probably, and the bear is now in the web. Good memory, Blitz. Thank you for that.
That's it for Andry.
You got it. Tahir, what do we got?
Get off of Blitz, you big old pile of fur! How dare you! Crossbow! Damn it! Come on, buddy! There you go!
And which one is this? The north or the south?
South one.
Oh no.
Get off of
Firebolt.
him!
Tahir, don't kill.
I will save you!
Womp. Only had 8 hit points left. One bear falls. Twitchy twitch. Tahir, anything else?
Get out of there, man! That's it.
Yeah. Blitz.
No.
No.
No death saves, huh? Drop down and do CPR. That's good. Okay.
I don't think that helps with firebolts.
Spanx for the other one.
Spanx for the other one. You got it.
Is he restrained?
He is
Advantage?
grappled, but he is not restrained yet.
Jenna.
He would have to start his turn in the web. So, normal attacks. 22's plenty. 10 leaves him with 3 hit points. But he's
I'm
not
sorry
unconscious
for your
yet.
friend, and I'm sorry for this.
Oh, but there he goes. An unconscious cave bear just dangling in the web. So, we're going to go ahead and drop out of turn order. 2 cave bears unconscious. They'll be out of it for the next hour to 4 hours. 1 cave bear a little sizzly. What's going on, party?
Can I grab the dead cave bear and throw it at Tahir and tell him to fix it? Fix it!
It's a big bear, so you can grab it, and you're a big fella, so you can sort of lug it forward and whomp it on him. I don't know about throw.
Fix what?
We weren't supposed to kill him.
What do you mean? He was literally mauling Blitz in front of you!
It does still have like a little serpent emblem stuck in its teeth.
I think that was because Blitz threw a web on them.
I was attempting to restrain them so they wouldn't eat Andry.
So, Blitz was getting mauled, because... Wait, why are you even over here?
I came to check on the bears, not to kill them.
Why? They're bears!
They're probably hungry.
They seem hungry.
Yes, as for the reason they were trying to maul you. I helped!
And some things that the party may notice during this conversation. When the dead bear was lifted up and carried away, it revealed a coffin laying on the ground, about 6 foot long, sort of laying there. That coffin has a red skull painted onto it. The unconscious bear that's kind of just hanging there in the web is sitting on top of its little like nest burrow area that the three were sharing. So a lot of loose dirt and leaves and not leaves, lichen, moss kind of built up there. Away to the south from the bear cave, you can see the start of a rope bridge through a little doorway. And that's the things you would probably notice right about now.
The the skull on the crate or whatever that was. Do I recognize that as any particular symbol or
Sure, give me
heraldry or
a
anything?
quick, let's call this one a history check. And an 11. So you kind of look at it. Is it a chest? No, you clear off a little bit and you can see it's actually coffin shape. So it's got, the taper, kind of the classic coffin shape. The skull that you saw is red, and as you go to look at it, you're like, oh no, actually that is a skull. That is
An actual skull.
An actual, and then you look at it again, you're like, oh no, it's just a really good painting. And you kind of back and forth a few times on it. You're like, there might be a little bit of magic to that because it's playing tricks with your eyes. But red skull, very realistic. It's got some depth to it. You would say probably a Death Waits Who Opens this sort of vibe to it, but you can't place what it means other than, like, Mr.
Danger.
Yuck symbol.
Yeah. Hey, Tahir.
Like it's a smooth surface to touch, but has a 3D look to it.
Has anybody
as if
touched
it's
it?
sunken in?
It looks. It's
Oh.
going back and forth between looking 3D and looking painted. Has anybody? You tell me. Is anybody going to rub the?
I mean, if Blitz was looking at it, he'd probably test to see if it was a sheer sheen surface.
you like, okay, it's got a little ridge to it, but nothing more than you would expect of some layers of paint.
Yes, Dahrian.
It appears that this skull here has some magic. I think you're a little more adept than I
Magic
am.
skulls, you say?
Magic
Aren't
Well,
those
it's-
the worst.
Yeah, well, it appears to be some sort of painting or message, maybe, of some kind, but
Perhaps
will-
merely just an illusion.
could be. I couldn't discern what it was. Perhaps
Oh.
you can.
Take a knee. I'll see if I can examine any magical properties that are to it.
Sure. So I think that means 10 minutes are about to attempt to pass. For those 10 minutes, what is everybody else up to?
Looking at the coffin, is there any like symbol or like kind of really close color association to the lich in the bottle or mirror?
Oh, to the lich that you saw. No, you would not say that the skull would be iconic or representative of the lich. Though
Okay.
as you start to think of that thing, perhaps you could give me a history check.
Sure.
It's
Oh, it's not
not
bad.
the lich. It's the sign of the evil one. Jor.
Oh.
He made his own coffin. Why? Tann
He
might.
was gonna die.
I mean, death comes for us all eventually. Tann's gonna trot off to examine Sor's body with that little nugget of information dropped.
Sure. You head over to check out Jor, and yep, absolutely. That skull emblem, but lesser done. Like that one looked like that's like the proof that you use. What's on his shield, what's on his sort of outfit looks like somebody copied that.
Oh. Interesting. Okay, I will kind of just confirm that with the group while we check stuff out.
Couple more minutes pass. Tick, 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 tick.
Andry, are bears cannibalistic?
Yeah.
Perhaps we should prepare this one to feed the other two now that Jorah's dead. You won't be able to feed them.
Oh, I was thinking that we could just bring in the bodies in the other room and they could eat them.
Oh, yes.
I don't know.
But we should...
They might eat the
We
other
should
one.
disguise Jorah so they don't get too sad when they're eating.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know that they would eat their old master. Maybe I mean, if he treated them well, they might have take.
Depends
issue
how
with
hungry they get.
that's true. I will kind of kick around. This kind of looks like the bear bed or something like that. Maybe I'll just kind of walk around and kind of kick around with my feet.
Oh, sure. Give me an investigation as you kick around with your feet. That's a pretty
Hell
good
yeah.
investigation. So you're like kicking around with your feet, and you like bonk. You're like, ooh, that's a thing. A couple of more bonks, and you heft out a bone, like bone. And you're like, wow, that is a bone. A couple more kicks, and you're like, oh, okay, that's a giant bone skeleton. There is a skeleton of a giant buried under there. Like, you come up with one femur here, you're like, one ulna there, one other bone other places. Oh, like
Phalange.
yeah, phalange. You're like, hey, look, it's the hammer and the anvil and the other inner ear pieces, but they're like this big. And so you've discovered a skeleton of a giant.
Those are giant bones.
Yes.
Why is there a giant down here?
I
want
want to say something so weird.
Maybe it was a. Perhaps it.
Hush! I'm concentrating. You're gonna make me say it out loud.
Perhaps it was a something that they fed these cave bears a while ago.
True.
I do find it odd, though, that there is a skeleton here in this complex that has not been animated. Thank goodness.
Wait, is that Sam?
I guess a medicine check?
Yeah, I would have no idea.
As you start to Andry, you're like, this is whoever you want it to be. Like, this could be a giant, this could be a stegosaurus, you might have found the new brontosaurus. Like, you could put this together any way you want, buddy. They're like Legos.
Yeah, I mean, would there be anything that I would be able to tell from it?
Sure. I mean, you can make a medicine check. I mean, at this point, Andry's just stacking things up. He's, reconstructed, an ithlid. You maybe take the skull away from him and like, I'm gonna look at this for a second, and you start checking it out. Yeah, could definitely be Sam. This is a giant skeleton. It's hard to tell one from another when you're down to the skeleton, but of the appropriate size to be a frost giant. Kind of the build is there. It's not, the stubby legs, big torso of a hill giant. It's not, the strung out stone giant version. So yeah, could be.
Oh, yeah, might we use that to free him from his situation?
That. I mean,
Wait, are we talking about making a frost giant skeleton? Because that seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't know of any magics, I guess, that would... It seems that he died, and his soul was taken and turned into what he is now, I know of no way to take the soul back from that and lay it to rest with these bones. I mean, the only thing I could maybe do, is destroy the bones, and I don't know if that would have any effect, but man, this magic is beyond anything that I know anything about. So.
Yeah, throw me an Arcana check.
Me?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Yeah, you can't think of any combination of magics that would do this in a reasonable way. Of course, there's a way. I mean, magic can do just about anything with enough effort, but we're talking deep lore arcane things to do that sort of swapperoo with souls.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that these things are going to wake up hungry. I'm going to go and grab the bodies and bring them in here.
Perhaps we should put Zor in his coffin, since that is likely what he would wish.
It's not a terrible idea. You don't think the bears would want to eat them, though?
And like Andry, as you're like walking
they-
along with the body, Lawgiver's like, look, I'm only on board with this because his name was literally the evil. But could we not feed people to animals if they're of okay morality? Would that be all right there, buddy?
Well, they're dead, and the bears aren't. So they're gonna need something to eat down here.
I understand. I feel like there were great philosophers who talked about this sort of thing, but just in general, let's not plan on chopping our enemies up and feeding them to the animals. Okay, that's not a hard line, but
okay.
This poor sword.
Yeah.
And Blitz, you know how to prepare a bear?
I was thinking Dahrian, since he seems to have culinary expertise that the rest of us lack.
sure. And about this time, things are shuffling around. I think Tahir's magic eyes finally kick off. And Tahir, your magic eyes do notice that the coffin itself has the spell school of abjuration upon it. Confirming. Abjuration.
Well, by the looks of it, it's protected by some sort of magic. As for what would cast upon it, I'm not sure. Perhaps it immediately is just locked. I could have an even closer look, figure that out. It's going to take me another 10 minutes or so to ascertain it for sure. I'd probably have to identify the spell currently cast upon it to make sure it's not going to come back and bite us in the butt.
I'm in no hurry.
Or we could just leave it.
I don't know. Do you want to go into the room and check to see if Zora had any magic items?
Would it be too bad of an idea? That's a good one.
I can
I'll
help
have a
with
look.
that if you'd like.
Cool. A tour around reveals that Jor and the Elven Warrior do not have any magic items about them, so no magic items detected. But you do notice, we mentioned at the end of last week's session, that the Elven Warrior's sword and a ring off of Jor's hand were both missing. So it looks like somebody had done a little looting before you. Not a full loot, but select items.
I think Blitz might investigate, try to ascertain where they may have gone to, the thieves or looters.
Sure. So the thieves or the looters, based on the layout and what you've got going on there, give me a quick survival check.
I would add if those two specific items were taken, it might be somebody who knew that those items were there and what they were. So there was...
Certainly makes sense. Blitz, you can see tracks of another animal. A little humanoid, a little simian, somewhere in between, perhaps. Ape, monkey, but moving mannishly. Just can't quite pick it out. And you see like one here, one there, and then no more tracks on the ground, and you're like, I don't know, monkey must have started flying monkeys? You can't pick it out. Probably they're more climbing, but you don't see.
Yeah, that's something.
Spider monkeys?
Spider monkeys, but no, you can't put it together. You know they were here, you know they left, but could have gone anywhere.
Are the ceilings above the bears? Is the ceiling above the bears high enough such that someone could pass over them without?
Yes, someone could pass over there. In fact, I think Tann did.
Mm-hmm.
Walking on the ceiling, I think.
That happens sometimes.
Several sessions
Tann,
ago.
would you be able to check for tracks on the ceiling? It appears a mannish ape may have stolen some items.
A vanish ape.
Sure, we could do a Tann survival check on the ceiling.
I could certainly assist with that. Hopefully. Survival. Oh.
I mean,
I could do
you like
+4.
You get up there, you sort of like look around, you're like, oh, +4 gets up to 15. You're like, okay, yeah, there's some handholds that plebes could use here if they can't just actually walk on the ceiling. But it's no, you can't tell where they went.
No vents in the cave.
Well, so there's an exit back up where the Gastangulis are. There's the hole that goes up from where the cave bears are up to Sam's room, and then there's the rope bridge into a room you haven't explored out to the south there. So any of those options they could have taken.
Okay. Okay, so is there... So, like, when people... I mean, if it's a man-ape, maybe it's different. But, like, when people do, like, mountain climbing and stuff, like, they use the chalk or something to dry their palms to, like, give themselves, like, better grip. Is there anything like that? Like, anything that might have been, like, on their hands, like, or something on the ceiling, like, that shouldn't be there? I think the survival would have told me that anyway, but I'm just maybe looking for something more specific.
Yeah, you're able to confirm that yes, Blitz's concept was right, that it did take to the walls to the ceiling, but you can't find where it moved. So there are obvious spots where in the past, you're not sure when, things have gripped up there, but like you're like, all right, if I was an ape and I was grabbing here and I swung, I could hit here, 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 or way over, and you just can't find like the path.
Gotcha.
Like you can be like, yeah, there's enough going on up there that this creature could have done it, and there is disturbances in the moss that it has happened. But where this particular one went were ones.
It's not that whether it did or didn't happen, it did happen, just not sure which direction they went.
Right. This time.
Okay.
This time.
Yeah. Okay. Tann shrugs and hops down to the floor. They were there.
And we'll say some time has passed, and Tahir will be able to get off the run around with the detect magic. All clear, run around, do the identify. That is a glyph. It will trigger a thing. What that thing is, it will trigger, you're not sure, though. But it is definitely a on open thing will happen.
Well, a ward has been placed upon the coffin. Best to ignore it for now, unless you have a safer way of diffusing it. But in such a small room as this, probably not. I don't have the cap. No, that will definitely set it off. That is a terrible idea.
Oh, okay.
It's like if I were to do this to the thing, it would blow up. That's the worry, at least.
Fair.
Is it
is it glyph of warding or is it symbol? I'll read just in case.
It is more like a magic mouth spell. But it's when a thing happens, a thing will happen, but you can't tell what the side effect will be.
If A, then B.
Yeah, if A, then B. But you're like, and B is definitely a trigger for something else, but it's disconnected.
Well, it's a coffin. Vampires are known to live in coffins. Best to keep the vampires in their box.
I thought it was Zor's box.
Is Zor a vampire?
Is Zor a vampire?
Or a lich?
I mean, he's pretty evil.
I'm gonna go back to Zor and like look past the bandages and kind of like lift up the lamp, see if there's any
poppers. Can I get an Arcana
Does it look
check?
old or new?
The coffin looks aged. So the coffin looks like it is a relic grade coffin.
I'm sorry, Casey. What had you asked me to
Sure.
roll?
Arcana check is you're like, vampire check.
Are they pointy? Oh.
I mean, no pointier than the people who helped you.
Seems pretty normal to me. I have no answer for you.
All of your friends have teeth like that.
Yeah. Just, all such good people.
Now that we get to see Zor, is he human or what's going on under that armor there?
Oh, sure. You start popping pieces off Zor and then popping pieces off Zor. And as that happens, you're like, yeah, he's a, human-ish.
What's the ish?
Ish?
The ish is, there's some things going on there which could certainly qualify him as, like, believing that he is the evil. He's got a few extras of things, a few lackings of things.
So, whenever, like, I see my students saying thing, I'm like, if you're saying thing, there's probably a better word we could use to describe it. How can we describe thing?
Sure, how can we describe thing? Like, if you were to say how many nipples would a person have, okay? He has more nipples than you might expect. If you were to say how many toes would a person has, he has less toes than you might expect. If you were to say how many tails does a person have, he has more tails than you might expect. So it looks like there might be a little, human plus there.
Is this like is this tail like the tail nubbin that sometimes, like, vestigial tail thing that sometimes people get, like, one in whatever chance, or is this like tiefling?
It's not like quite tiefling, but it's definitely more tail than nub.
More tail than nub.
More tail than nub.
How many fingers does he have?
How many fingers does he have? He has 7 on his right
hand.
Total
or on? Oh.
He has 7. Boy, okay, so that... I don't know. When you said there was a monkey man running around, I thought he was going to be secretly a monkey dude. But that's too many fingers, man. It's not right. It's like...
He's got the witch's mark.
What is that?
It's where, it's just an extra nip where there's legends of those who have familiars. That's where they, like, feed them and stuff. It's like a really old legend.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Wait, the bears are familiars?
Whoa, those are big familiars. I don't think so. They're not gone, so I don't think so.
Perhaps he
really good.
Really good familiars.
Perhaps he was experimented on magically. Seems to be something that had been going on here.
Is there, like...
Yeah, so just to
scarring?
Just to recap, as the Goliath, the Warforged, the Elf, and the Centaur Dhampir study this man.
What is
and
wrong with
and like
you?
he's weird.
Right.
I feel like you're all just humoring Dahrian right now. But okay.
Right.
Is he supposed to have
This
that
guy
many
is
toes?
That one is webbed. Just the one.
So
But-
yeah, no,
okay.
he's definitely got a little infernal something in the mix.
Oh, okay. So it's not like there's no like scarring or like magical
No, it looks
suture
like
marks.
it looks like he was
or-
probably he was just born that way.
Oh, okay. All right.
What's his
Cover-
scientific curiosity? He's just trying to figure out if there's a correlation between number of toes and or nipples to the level of evil that one might.
Cambion-ish, maybe. He was.
That would be an excellent description.
Hmm.
Maybe Cambion light, but so. Krodak shows no such signs, and the elven fellow looks elven, perhaps a little chewed on by various creatures of late.
Oh, only he's chewed, not the other two.
No, Kronak and Jor just look like they were chopped with the sword that the elf was probably wielding, based on scabbard and general calluses. But the elf bears signs that he was chewed on by the ghouls and the ghasts before getting here and then getting in the fight that finally put all three of them down.
Oh yeah.
What
And-
type of sword was he wielding?
A long sword.
Ah, the one of the long variety.
One
I
of the
see.
long variety. I will get that confirmed in just a moment. Long variety. The long sword indeed. Slightly curved blade, based on the scabbard.
Well, I think it's in our best efforts to probably now leave this room and see what lies beyond here. And keep an eye out for potential other parties, looters, nefarious folks.
Watch the ceilings for monkey men.
And watch the ceilings for monkey men?
Once I regain some of the spells, that I've already cast, we can come back here. I do have Dispel Magic as one that I am capable of casting. I just can't do it currently.
Sure. So what is the plan for currently?
Proceed across that rope bridge.
That seems
Fine.
safe.
Rope bridges are always safe,
Yes,
right?
I think that would probably be the most prudent action, considering we're already right here.
And what is this over here? The light area? Is that something?
That is just a light chunk of area that has not been described to you yet. So let's describe some light chunks of area. So, let's talk about what the party can see. That's not the right spot. The cavern opens into a yawning chamber. The ceiling is 20 foot overhead and supported by rotting timbers. The floor is at least 20 feet below the ledge that you're looking out over. A crude rope bridge spans the chamber, leading to another cavern on the opposite side. Let me know if there's any skills you would like to deploy as you make your way up to sort of that entryway.
I want to make sure there's no trap set to, blow up the bridge. Do. Investigation?
Investigation. I think an investigation sounds good.
Can I
I'd like to
assist?
I believe that would work. Investigation with advantage. Andry, you were saying?
I would like to see if there's any tracks on this bridge.
Any tracks on this bridge? I think a survival check would help there.
Not used.
not so grand. But the investigation was good. Blitz and Dahrian, anything you're deploying as you roll on up?
Checking the ceiling for monkey men.
Yeah, I'll do a perception check.
Sure. Do you each want to roll, or would you like to work together on it?
Assist Dahrian.
You got it. Dahrian with advantage. Perception check. 27 is pretty good. No monkey men on the ceiling, but lots and lots of large, leathery-winged giant bats. The rope bridge itself, you see no signs of traps upon it. Nothing that looks like it would be, breakaway or anything like that. But it is a rope bridge, so you would say one good swing of Andry's sword could definitely send it tumbling to the ground. You don't see anything that looks like it does that. As far as tracks across it, because it is just kind of rope and planks, there's not a lot of tracks, but you can pick out little bits of fur here and there that indicate that something with a reddish-orange fur crosses it often enough, but you don't see, any last footprint was an hour ago kind of thing.
You want me to go first?
I think I should.
Why?
This belt that you gave me, Sam gave me, will allow me to be weightless, but I can proceed across the bridge as if not weightless and see if someone cuts it as I cross.
You want to hold on to a rope before you do that? That way we could pull you, even if you're weightless.
This might be wise. Yes.
Sure. And just a quick check as you start to make your way onto that bridge. I believe a little while ago, Dahrian deployed the everybody gets cool night vision. How long ago would that have been? I think it was only an hour or 3 game time. And I think that lasts 8 hours, or am I misremembering?
No, it
lasts 1 hour.
It only lasts 1 hour, but when I deployed it, it was when we were just right before we ran across Krunk and Zor's body.
Okay.
It was in that hallway, so
within the last 15 minutes or so. So 20 minutes.
Yeah, half hour.
Casting, half hour, you're fine. You still got a half an hour of specialized going on, so you can see all around. As you sort of glance down, looking towards the floor, not depicted here, but you can see over on this wall. Over on this wall here, down about 20 feet and away about 40 feet in that direction, there is a statue of sorts. And then down here, trying to draw on the wrong map, down here, on the lower level, you can see there is a doorway, and there are flames on that doorway, but it's not giving off much in the way of light.
The doorway was. Can you describe that again?
Sure, it's a archway, and there is fire in the archway. Reminiscent, you would say, of the Temple of Set's doorway that was filled with flames.
And how far down is that on the bottom?
That's about 25 feet down from where you are.
Okay. And that's like on the floor.
That's on the floor.
I mean, it's not like in the middle of the...
No. Yeah, down all the way to the floor. You're kind of like walking, you would be on the second floor of a building that has 20 foot high floors. There is no floor here. Down there is, the floor.
Mm.
And the statue is of what?
That's an excellent question. How about a perception check?
This is the 30-foot tall statue of Set.
At the far end of the chamber on the western side, a massive white marble statue reaches near to the ceiling. So as you sort of suss it out over there, the face is almost even with you. That face is chipped and smashed, making it hard to distinguish who it originally depicted. In front of the statue on the floor is a stone altar that's just covered in heaps of bones, shattered and charred, rest near the altar.
Were we looking for marble?
Ivory.
Not particularly.
I think you were specifically looking for some ivory.
Lost my marbles.
That's a good one. But typically, haven't we seen marble statuing or something of more grandiose stature and defaced items down here being related to Mitra?
Yes.
Also, I have a stupid idea for just negating the whole rope bridge problem altogether.
Yeah.
Andry, you still have that ring, correct? That lets you just fall?
Yeah.
What if you just went down the middle of the bridge and just cut it in half, and then you just made 2 ladders going up to each side, and then when you cut it, you wouldn't be hurt when you fall.
Right.
I'm gonna peek over the edge. How did you mention how deep the thing went
About
already? And I
25
just
foot.
missed it.
25.
Oh, okay.
That's mathematically that works out perfectly.
Yeah, actually.
Wizard!
That is not a stupid idea, Tahir.
Alright. I can do that, I guess. We're
I
not
will-
gonna pick up the bats, though, right? Doing this?
Well, bats, typically, I mean, I use their excrement for many sort of alchemical purposes and fireballs, you know. They're typically fine, normally. I mean, just don't have blood on you, don't show fear, don't think of vampires, because they love when you do that, because then they're like, blah, and then they'll eat your face. It's not great. And like he's
Don't-
saying this, he's posting uploading a crossbow bolt.
Don't
Just
set
has
their poop on
terrain.
fire.
Got it. So, Andry, you make your way out to the middle of the bridge. I would like a stealth check, if you would be so kind. An 8 is not a great stealth check. And so, as you make your way out there, you can see that a couple of leathery wings ruffle. There's a little bit of shuffling around. They haven't sprung into action yet, but like as you're getting ready to cut, you realize there's at least 1 or 2 hanging on the underside of the bridge. I don't know that you could cut this bridge without, at least waking those 2 up.
Oh. They're probably not aggressive. They haven't attacked me yet.
Probably not.
Slice.
Shunk. As you slice, I do just need an attack roll, and you need to basically do minimum damage, but we do need to at least hit rope. You definitely hit rope, and you do 13 points of damage. Let me just double check. AC 11, 10 hit points. Yep, totally fine. Shunk. Boom, boom. Ticka. You now have 2 25-foot ladders leading from the upper to the lower floor on either side. Andry, you are feather fall drifting, I think, at the moment towards the ground.
Yep.
And you have woken up the bats. So we are going to go ahead and hit our little turn order icon here. We're going to clear off our cool bear. And we are going to ask everybody to go ahead and click themselves into initiative as the bats awaken.
That's a little better.
Alright, and for sanity purposes, we're just going to leave the 1 bat there. I will be tracking the number of bats over on my side. They are in flight, actively swooping around like crazy folk. So positioning will not matter so much for this, but let's go ahead and see how fast our bats are today. Not the fastest, not the slowest. Dahrian. You see Andry start to drift down. You see two startled bats like flapping to try and get out from underneath the thing that sets them all off. They're all in the air and swooping around. You spot probably 30 in the air at this point. What are you doing?
I will move to here.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus actions, steps of the night to fly.
Sounds good.
And I will take flight to here. And I will just into an area as much to get as many as I can.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good roll. All right, so let's talk about how many you can get. Basically, they form up into a bit of a swarm dive, and the amount that will be in this particular dive for this round is this number. Why isn't that working? This number. 8 of them are bunched up at the moment that you can catch in this sleep spell and will be attacking this round. And could I get your number of hit points that will work on? 18. Unfortunately, that only puts one of them to sleep. Fortunately, that is now a sleeping flying bat. So, it hits the ground. Could I get you to roll me, what's that, 5d6s of damage?
5d6.
Yes, please. Oh, did I close the initiative? Pop that back up. There we go. 18 points of damage, and good news, bad news for the bat. The bat is not waking back up again. One bat hits the ground asleep and will never awaken again. Not enough to sleep the next bat, though.
Okay. They have more hit points than I thunk, so good to know.
So 7 bats in the attacking wing this round, and Andry, I think we got you next up.
I'm guessing none of them are close to me.
There are 7 currently close to you.
Okay. I will punch one of them.
Yeah, you do. But only for 10. Can he survive that? He survives that. Still alive. Flapping, but...
I would like to grapple him.
Sure. You have a bat, almost definitely. Yeah, you have a bat.
Okay. I'll punch a different one.
Okay. 14 will hit. 9 points damage. That one is alive as well. You are absolutely determined to make me track more hit points than I want to right now, but thanks for that. Let's see here. And... Cool. So you've got 1 bat grappled, 7 bats near you, and... Anything else, Andry?
Nope, that's it.
You got it. Tahir, what do we got going on?
We're gonna go bat hunt. Crossbow.
Wounded one, grappled one, or a fresh one?
Wounded one.
Wounded one.
That plus that for 7.
For 7. Still a flapping bat.
Damn it.
You hit it with a firebolt. Firebolt takes it out.
Yes.
Hits the ground. Tahir, anything else?
That's it.
All right, we got 6 bats attacking. They are currently swarming Andry. One is currently gripped by Andry. Andry, you've got 6 bites coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are miserable rolls. Andry, what's the armor class I'm trying to hit?
18.
18. So we get 2 hits there. 1 for 7, 1 for 4. 11 points damage total. And all but one of the bats return to the swarm. They are still clumped. There are 6 in the clump, but they are flying back up to regain their grouping. Blitz, what do you got?
Um, 30 feet. Are they 30 feet from me if I go to the edge here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't know why I didn't give Blitz any ranged cantrips except for a thorn whip, but apparently it's got a 30-foot length, so I gotta start whipping at him.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go.
All right, thorn whip, giant bat. Let's see it.
Too.
We got 1 wounded, 1 grappled. The rest are fresh.
Oh, for fresh.
Fresh one, you got it. That is going to pull a fresh one out of the pack and a little bit closer to you, and hit for 4. Got it. Anything else?
Nope.
Yeah. Okay.
It takes an action to change the belt, huh? Or is that a bonus action? I think it's a whole action.
I think it's an action to change the belt.
Cool. There.
Tann, what do we got?
Firebolt at the wounded one.
Firebolt at the wounded one.
Oh man, I am remarkably average today. That's it.
Okay. Dahrian, back around to you at the top of the turn order. The bats are scampering about. They reform up into a new group. This time it will be 8 of them clustered back together. The wounded remain in the pack. One of those 8 is the one grappled by Andry. And what are we doing?
I'll just move up and I'll do an attack on them.
Sure. Wounded 1, grappled 1, or a fresh one?
Wounded 1.
Wounded 1, you got it. 12 will miss.
Dang it.
Anything else?
I think that's it. I think that's all I got.
All right, Andry, what do we got?
I'm gonna punch the one that I had got grappled.
You got it. 18's gonna hit. 7 is damage. It's still a bat. When does your grapple hold damage kick in?
Oh, at the start of my turn.
Okay, so go ahead and give me that one.
I think that's a D4.
I believe so. It's been a little while since you did that one. You've been killing them too quickly.
Yeah, I know. Where the hell is it now? Yeah, D4.
Oh, that does it. Bat in your arms goes limp. There is 1 wounded one still in the pack of 7 that are attacking.
I will punch an unwounded one.
Okay. 24 is going to hit.
And I'm going to grapple it.
You got it. Yeah, you've got it. Not even gonna roll that one. And so, Andry, I think that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
You got it. Tahir, what do we got?
We're gonna go hunting for a new bat.
Gonna go hunting for a new bat.
Ba-bam!
Oh, bam, 17 hits.
For a
Ba-bam.
number 10.
10. That's damage, but it's still a floating bat.
But there's more.
But there's more. That hits.
Bam!
It's a crispy floating bat, but it is still floating.
This is taking too long. That's it.
Tahir. This is taking too long indeed. Near Andry, the bats dive bomb. We have 7 bats attacking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on, bats. You got to do better than that. I'm aiming for a 17, Andry? Or 19?
18.
18.
18.
You got it. 3 hits. 7 plus 7 plus 3 is 17 points of damage. And Blitz, what are you up to?
Try to whip that one again. Keep yanking. Pulling it in. Come here! Little.
Get over here. 20's a hit. 7 does more damage. You pull it back out of the pack and over towards you once more. Blitz, anything else?
That's good.
Alright. Tann. What do we got?
I'm going with an oldie but a goodie.
Oldie but a goodie.
Firebolt.
Firebolt?
Yeah, firebolt. They're both wounded, right?
We got 1 grappled and 2 wounded.
Oh, let's go for the grapple one.
Okay, I'm gonna try and shoot it right out of the arms of Andry. 24's a hit.
Oh, I just needed Andry's help.
9 is damage.
9.
It's still flooding around, but there's much less of a bat there than there used to be. Tann, anything else?
I am good. Maybe I'll move up 5 feet, but that's it.
As you move up 5 feet, we hit the top of turn order round 2, and I get to ask a fun question. Could I have one of the party members volunteer to roll me a d6? And they would probably prefer not to see a 1. A 4 is not a 1. Tahir has made the volunteer. Dahrian, what do we got going on?
I'm going to do the same thing.
All right.
Try and hit one of these wounded guys.
17's a hit.
13.
13 takes out one of the wounded. Anything else, Dahrian?
I'll just move 5 feet.
Got it. Andry, what do we got going on?
First, I guess, damage for my grappled friend.
Sure can.
Where the hell was it? I'm just gonna roll a d4.
Yep, d4 please. Does not do it. Still fluttering.
Alright. I'll call cock it then.
You got it. That'll hit. That'll do it. It's out.
Pick out another one.
You got it.
There's one that's hurt, right?
1 wounded at the moment.
Let's get that one.
Alright, 15 is the number. 7 is enough. We're down to 24 in the room. And I forgot to roll it, but this round attacking there are 10 of them. And so, of which 2 got knocked down, so that's down to 8. And Tahir, what are we up to?
The wizard has lost his patience. Grabs a little sack, pulls out his rapier, and just flicks it into the center of the room where the bat swarm is. Poof. Fireball.
Fireball, eh?
Yes, the wizard has lost his patience.
Now, when you say into the middle of the room, you have friends in the middle of the room.
Well, air. It's a 25-foot swoop.
Sure, just, not where your
Scorch.
friends are. Okay. Let's say you can definitely hit 10 and give me a d20, and you can pick up those additional amounts, and this is a big area of effect spell. So you could hit up to 25. This could clear the cluster. Let's see fireball-y damage. 26 is not enough damage that will prevent me from having to roll 25 dex saving throws. I don't want to do this. What is it? Okay. Roll 25 d20s. Alright. Fail, 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 fail. Pass. Fail, 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 fail. Pass. Fail, 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 pass. Pass, 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 pass. Okay. So, 8 survive. So there are
8 of 25?
8 of 25 remain. And those 8 looked fairly scorched. To hear anything else?
I think I did enough there.
You did. That was a good one.
So those 8, we will assume, were the 8 that had broken away from the main pack to attack. So they will get their 8 attacks. They are still swarming in on Andry, who is the big juicy one at the moment. Andry, we're going to have 8 bites coming at you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They got 1 or 2 in there. 8 plus 3 is 11, plus 8 is 19. 19 points of damage there. And Blitz. The bats are now clustered. They are fairly well scorched. What are you doing?
Whip. Oh.
10 for 4, and they took 13. Is 17 still standing?
10 hits him?
No, I'm sorry. 10 does not hit him. 10 does not hit him. I misread that.
Okay.
Blitz, anything else?
Oh, no problem. Guess that's all. Or I'm going to start climbing down.
Sure.
Blitz is feeling like he's not contributing that much. Here,
Got
get
it.
down.
Tann, what do we got going on?
He's gonna pop off another firebolt at one of the bats.
Sure.
Bugging Andry. Pop! Yay!
That will do it. We're down to 7.
And with that, he'll start mountain goating his way down to the bottom of the pit, because it's been a bit. Andry cut the...
Yes. What triggered this was
bridge,
the
right?
rope bridge being cut.
Okay.
So the rope bridge is now a rope ladder. Dahrian, what are we up to?
Okay. This may work a little bit better this time. I'll do sleep again.
Yeah.
Try and get as many of them as I can.
Sure, we got 8 in a cluster? Or 7 in a cluster?
Yeah, it's 20-foot radius, so...
13 is not a great roll, though.
That is crap.
13 will put 1 to sleep, and a fall from that height will put it out, so we are down to 6 bats at the moment.
Man alive.
Roll there. Dahrian, anything else?
That's it.
All right.
I cry a little bit at my ineffectiveness.
I mean, each time you cast, you did kill one. Andry, what do we got?
The non-lethal spell is lethal.
First stall, second wind.
You got it?
And keep punching.
Okay.
Eventually these will die, right?
Eventually. 19 is a hit. 6 is some damage. It's still a bat. 23 is a hit. 8 is more damage. It's no longer a bat. We're down to 5.
I will action surge.
Action surge.
And do it again.
Do it again. 20 is a hit. 6 is damage. Are you really going to do it again? 13 is a hit.
Oh.
Yep. And
Oh,
6
okay.
is damage. Yep. 6 plus 12 plus that's enough. All right, cool. We are down to 4 bats in the air. Andry, I think, has expended all the things.
Yeah.
Tahir.
Exhausted. now.
Back to sniping bats.
Back to sniping bats.
Crossbow.
Crossbow.
No.
12 is a miss.
Firebolt.
Firebolt. 18 is a hit.
18 is the damage.
18. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That's one less bat. We're down to 3. Tahir, anything else?
That's all.
3 bats just trying to bite on Andry. Andry, 1, 2, 3. 3 more points of piercing damage. And I think we can draw this one to a close as the last couple of bats are taken care of, and we will drop out of turn order for the moment. As we do drop out of turn order, though, I do need to ask another of the party members to volunteer and roll me a d6.
I'll do it.
Oh.
Jenna got it.
Chris and Jenna both got in there. 3 and a 2. These are not 1s. That is a good thing. And let's see. What do we got for time? 10:02. Let's do our 5-minute break here as the party descends 25 feet. And I need to switch maps briefly.
Cool.
And we'll come
Is this
back.
the 4th level?
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you go from 3 down 1, right?
Oh, snap.
So, we'll be
We
right
did
back.
it, everybody.
And we'll see what the party decides to do from there. Thanks, everybody. Back in a little bit. They can see us. Hey,
Oh
everybody.
no.
Hello.
Welcome back to 20 Sides to Every Story. We are playing our way through The Dark Tower, the original Adventures Reincarnated, upcoming release by Goodman Games. We've got some early access to some of their setup here, and we are playing our way through. The maps are for some of the older versions, as is some of the art. If you like what you're seeing here, check out the Kickstarter. They have been releasing some of the upcoming art. It has been looking fantastic, and I really like some of the things that they have added in here. At the moment, what's happening, though, is the party has made their way from a upper gallery, cut a rope bridge, creating 2 ladders, one that is swung against the north wall and one against the south wall. They then made their way down, some floating through Featherfall, some flying, can stay up if they want, and some just walking down the walls because they're crazy goat folk. But they are now on the floor of the... well, it's a chapel, it's a temple, it's a, it's a cool place where things happen. And let's talk about it. This massive chamber appears to have once been an opulent temple. It stretches 80 feet from east to west and is perhaps 50 feet wide. We know this because we measured the rope bridge exactly. The arched ceiling is over 30 feet above, and it goes to about 50 feet in the middle. It's decorated and engraved support structures. Fluted columns support the north and south walls. Numerous scorch marks mar the walls, and the stench of burnt flesh permeates the room. That was there in a lighter form before you set all the bats on fire, and now there are bat corpses, scattered all about, adding to that. An archway on the southern wall leads to another chamber, but it is blocked by a sizzling sheet of fire. A pair of stone statues flank that fiery archway. On the west side of the chamber, a massive white marble statue reaches the ceiling. The statue has been desecrated, face chipped and smashed, making it hard to distinguish who it originally depicted. In front of the statue is a stone altar that has also been desecrated. Heaps of bones, many shattered and charred, rest near the altar. And, party.
Who's
What you doing?
this grumpy little guy down here looking at us?
Oh, that's a pair of stone statues that are standing in front of that wall of fire.
I don't know about you, but I see a grumpy face.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was also the first thing I saw. It's like 2 beady eyes and like...
Oh,
Alright, we're just gonna have to do something here to distract the players from the grumpy face. So we'll put this wall of fire here.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
now
angry.
he's real man.
Yeah.
Now he's an angry face. Does that make it better? Alright.
Upon seeing the desecrated altar. We're like, well, that's not really nice now, is it? And he'll like wave his fingers around, prestidigitating, cleaning off the nastiness that's all over it. Just he'll take a little bit with that.
I believe the altar is larger than the 5 cubic feet that you can clean. But
he's gonna take some time doing it, like square by square. It's like, come on,
okay.
come on.
You start shuffling it away. Could I get a religion check from you, please?
This
You
is
betcha.
This is at the altar over here. I'm sorry, my dad keeps asking me what he can feed my tortoise.
No problem.
What are the gods?
The
I don't understand how gods
They can roll a nature check.
So yeah,
How does one god?
You're accomplishing your task without being overly insulting.
Overly insulting?
Without being.
So he's just a smidge insulting.
Just a smidge insulting, like, you know. I think based on Tahir's previous personality and statements, maybe something slipped out, like, how could you let it get this way? You know, like one of those, like, it's not an insult, but it kind of is. Does that feel, is that Tahirish?
This place looks like a dump as it is.
Yeah, so
don't get down in the dumps or bad things will happen. Like giants.
So, now as the party has hit the floor and Tahir started doing a little bit of cleanup, are there any skills that you'd like to deploy that I should know about?
Did we ever figure out who the statue is? Is that like Set or Mitra? Somebody else?
I don't believe you deployed a skill for that, but I believe the party made some assumptions based on which of the statues get desecrated down here. You know, until you all arrived. And then you sort of even the score.
We might have a history.
Maybe a little bit. You guys goad me into it, though.
So, did you happen to mention what this kind of splatter zone is?
That splatter is the pile of bones and charred bits and nastiness that's all kind of there. Tahir is moving more things into the pile.
Can I tell what kind of bones those are?
Sure, go ahead and give me a medicine check.
I'm sorry, there was more questions about what to feed.
Yep, watch out, Dahrian. Bone coming your way, watch it.
So Dahrian, the majority of the bones are human, or close to human, and gnome.
Human and gnome. Okay.
Is there any way to ascertain what burned them or what charred them?
Ooh,
did the statue have a breath weapon or something we should be aware of?
It's an excellent question. Let's go with a survival check.
Rocket bees.
That's a really good question, but you don't know the answer.
Blitz dies.
You are like, wow, if we could only put together how this happened, then you're like, I think it happened in a giant ball of fire right up there.
Is Blitz smoking? Blitz? Blitz?
Wank, wank.
I think he's just missing Bowser.
This is true.
We gotta get him back as soon as possible.
Ah, Blitz! I will pull out the dog. Would this make you happy if you carried it around for a while? Till Bowser comes back.
It doesn't seem to have much personality. No offense. But I prefer Bowser.
And Murky the puppy just hangs there.
I feel so guilty talking bad about a puppy.
It's not a puppy. It's a lie.
It's a lie, yeah. What do you think? Should I put him on the altar?
What could it hurt?
All right, I'll put Murky on the
Walk over, you slowly lower the puppy onto the altar. That's, I'm assuming the cleaned off bit that just sort of like bloops
Yeah.
down.
Hey, what are you doing?
It can sleep here for a while.
Okay.
I don't think that's a bed, Andry. Beware of its breath weapon.
I don't think it has one. It's a dog. I guess it might have one.
Tahir,
How do you make those fire things?
What do you mean?
Like the fireballs. How do you do that? It's pretty cool.
Well, it all started at the academy. And then he goes, like, you got him talking now. He's like, and then in my 13th year, I then dedicated myself to honing the craft of making these spell components that can be used. And then he's gonna keep going. As long as you entertain him.
I think Andry would just nod. Yeah.
And in the next 37 years, you too can learn such a thing.
I don't think I can.
Oh, sure you can. Everyone's capable of magic.
No.
You just gotta find your inspiration, your spark, your, I mean, you do the weird things that have swords go through stuff to hit someone else. That's magic. You're like a wizard yourself, just in a different way.
I just manipulate people.
Yes, that's typically common of the more runic sorts, but you're still like a wizard in a sense.
You're a wizard of melee.
You're a wizard, Andry.
I'm not a wizard. I'm not smart enough to be a wizard.
Anyone could be a wizard if they really put their hearts to it. Wizard's just a fancy term.
So are we going back up the rope ladder? Or are we gonna search down here? Because there's a hallway down that way.
Sure. So there's the rope ladder to the north you just came down. To the south you could climb up. There's that fiery passageway and those statues. There's the big statue, and then there's a passageway leading out, which was probably once the entryway to this temple, but it leads to more cave at this point.
As much as searching down here would be fun, there's still a whole nother floor above us. Best not to leave those who can still wander about up there to come down looking for us now. I mean, they could be really upset we broke their bridge. Or was that Jor's bridge?
Oh, might have been.
Guess
But
we won't know.
bears.
The Bears Bridge?
I'm not sure I saw any tracks for bears though.
Blitz mentioned some sort of reddish orangish fur on it.
Possibly the mannish ape.
I'm fine going back up the ladder.
Yeah, let's go back up to the third
Sure.
floor.
As you're deciding to go back up to the ladder, I'm going to ask an important question. As you are currently laid out, I would say that Tahir is the northeasternmost character. Would you all agree?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Tahir, as you're let's go back up the ladder. Your leg feels something. Does an 18 hit you?
Nope.
Your leg feels a pseudopods sort of start to come close, and you whip your leg away before a gray ooze can get a hold of you. It slid down off the wall and is oozing its way over to you.
Oh, weird oozy thing. Let's get it.
Weird oozy thing. Let's get it. If you'd be so kind as to roll yourselves into initiative. Oh, Dahrian finally getting the big initiative rolls this session.
Yeah, it's
After rolling with advantage so many times
I know.
and still posting low, Dahrian's on fire. Dahrian, you can see a blob has detached itself from where it was masked as the wall and is attacking Tahir. What are you doing?
I will. How far away am I? Within range. Do a sacred flame on it. Ugh.
Sacred Flame.
For crap points. Damage.
Great ooze. Dexy check? Dexy check.
Yeah.
Fails 4 points of fiery damage. And so, Andry, I think. What are you doing?
Pull out the sword.
Yep.
Don't worry, Tahir. I got this.
But Andry, this is a church-going ooze. It's okay. It's still not a good creature. 27 works. 16 is a ton of damage.
I'll hit it again.
Okidoka. 18 will hit. 12 is a ton more damage, and with that, the ooze loses its form. And silence once more reigns. But, with that disturbance, I do need to ask that the party roll me a fateful d6. You'd prefer not to see a 1.
I paid my
Hands are
tax.
4 is not a 1, so it's fine. Everything's fine. What are we doing?
Back up to the 3rd floor.
Yes, I agree. So no more things come out the walls trying to eat my foot.
It
Are
was
we
totally
headed
an
south?
ooze.
Those are vile creatures, mind you. Those things will just eat right through you.
Okay,
They're
party
really
heads.
squishy.
Party heads to
Sorry.
the south. They have no problem. They have arranged for a ladder, so no trouble getting up there. Let's pop back up to the 3rd floor. Let's get rid of this bat here. Let's get rid of that token there and that one there, and we got 2 unconscious bears. And Andry is the first to climb up. Andry, processing. Why? Why can't they predict what my players are doing? Huh? Why they gotta be like, that's not how the order of the rooms go.
We're just special.
We are.
We look at things a different way.
Oh,
So, Andry, it looks like you are the first up the ladder. Dahrian, I think you are still flying. Is anyone else moving in a way that I should know about?
I
Wall
need
climb?
to climb a ladder.
Okie dokie.
This might be weightless just in case the ladder get cut or something. I don't know, or breaks.
Then open up this area here. Click right here. Andry, you're gonna get a redemption chance here, okay? Don't ruin this.
Okay. Sure.
Although the corners of this chamber are mostly square, the walls and ceiling are still rough in many locations. In the southwest corner, a mound of dirty feathers sits atop a pile of fabric and straw. A faint and musty smell fills the damp air. That pile of feathers starts moving and looks up towards you. You see an
Oh,
owlish face, feathers and fur. Andry, there's an owl bear. There's 2 owl bears. Is there anything that you would like to attempt to do before I bring up the turn order?
I'll grab whoever's behind me and pull them up.
Okay.
Or
All right.
where am I going?
Heavy combat session this time. Would the party be so kind as to click their tokens, roll themselves back into initiative, because owlbears are owlbears.
Andry, where would you like to place Tann?
Right beside me.
Okay.
Wow, Dahrian again.
Dahrian's on fire. He's so attentive.
Yeah, I can't do any damage or anything, but I do little damage very quickly tonight. That's what I think is what the deal is.
I didn't add you to the list. For
Oh,
some
what
reason.
happened there? Yeah, I missed you there. Let's get you added in. Dahrian. Why can't I do this? Add turn. That was a 17, 18? 18.
18.
There we go. And that is going to bring us to, not closing the turn order, that is going to bring us to Dahrian and Blitz. Which of you would like to go first?
My dexterity is 8, but I'll go first.
You got it. Dahrian, what are you doing?
I am going to do my Twilight Sanctuary. Pull out my holy symbol and a dimmish light with kind of twinkles of starlight in it. Surrounds us. And 30 feet, filled dim light. The sphere moves with me. And whenever you end your turn in the sphere, it grants you D6 plus 9. So that pretty much, I'll just move here. That's the end of my turn. I get 4 temporary hit points.
You mean 13?
Oh, pardon me. Yeah.
9?
Yep. 13.
Sounds good.
That's for everyone.
That at the end of your turn, you will get 13 temporary hit points.
Got it. Blitz. What are we doing?
These bears are objectively less cute than the other bears.
You got their own monstrous charm.
That's true. I think I'll proceed with the same strategy. Web them, right? I don't know. It's like Blitz's answer to everything. Let's see. There we go.
When in doubt.
Hold still.
All right.
Please don't make us kill you.
20-foot cube web. At the start of their turns, they'll be rolling their Dexy check, which is coming up right now. Blitz, anything else?
That is all.
All right. Left then right. Dex and Dex. One is bound, one is free. One on the left will then strength check to try and get out of there. That will use up their action. They make it. They are both free. They start to move forward. They're going to move a little bit slow through the web. Let me double check. We got 40 feet of speed, so it's enough to get them through the web and up to the edge. This one has used up their attack. That one still has an attack left. And so, Blitz, you have a beak and a claw coming at you from the owlbear as they take position just at the ledge. Claw Blitz, 24 for 18.
Oh. Blasted.
Don't forget your 13. You ended your turn.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
Use those temporary hit points.
Yeah.
And then the beak follows.
Those are gone already.
A 15 is a miss.
All right. Can you see the web?
I can see the web. So
Chat Dronlin.
as they end their turn, they're gonna. Give me a quick Constitution saving throw. Make sure the web's still up.
Oh. Okay.
15 and the web is still up, and we're gonna risk the web. We'll stay in the web at the moment. Tahir, what do you got?
So I'm on a ladder.
You are on a ladder.
There's a whole lot of people blocking my view of everything that's up there.
Fair assessment.
If I were to go back down and back up a bit, would I be able to see one of them?
They're 25 feet up, and Pythagoras doesn't exist in my world, so sure.
I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to cast a spell, because I can do these things, and I'm like, what are you? You don't look right. I'm going to get rid of you now. Goodbye. And I'm going to cast Vortex Warp.
Okay.
DC 16 Constitution save.
DC 16 Constitution save.
And we'll say that fella right here.
One on the left, okay. That would be the female. She does fail.
So she's going to go whoop and teleport with the bears.
She's going to teleport to the far side.
Yes, away.
Like there.
Wherever I can see a spot where she can land.
Okay. Boop. That was the thing
yes!
that happened. And so, to hear anything else.
Wizard! That's it.
Alright. Andry.
I will step forward. I don't want to get in the web, though.
Yeah, you got about 5 feet you can stand on the ledge before you hit the web.
I'm going to hit this thing with Lawgiver.
Sure do. Not undead or a fiend, but 13 points is 13 points. Anything else? 31
Dang.
hits, yes. 13 more points there. Anything else?
I don't know. I think I will activate my Storm Rune.
Okay.
So I can grant advantage on a saving throw, attack roll, and ability check.
Sounds good. Tann, what do we got?
I keep going back and forth on what I do. I am going to take inspiration from Andry in the previous session. I can punch something, so he's gonna go over to the owlbear. He's gonna throw a punch, but that punch is inflict wounds, and I hopefully hit.
Okay,
I will
you're probably
give you
going to be on the
advantage.
north side of Andry to avoid
Nice.
being in the
Every
web,
time
but yeah,
you
you hit.
do this, it's only when you cast a spell is you crit every single time. What?
So please crit your inflict wounds.
He's
Insane.
right. Not only in this campaign, but in the in our Avernus campaign from like way back when. Whenever I casted inflict wounds, I always got a crit.
Why is this not the go-to spell? 22 points
I don't
of
know.
damage inflicted, but an owlbear is a big thing, and it is still standing.
That is a chunky boy. Because of my stormy magic, as a bonus action, air is around me because I casted a spell at a level, and it lets me boop back 10 feet
Okay.
without opportunity of attack. So he's gonna be like, see ya, which probably would be more... No, wait, that would be 15. So probably there. Or wait,
Gotcha.
is that 10? I don't know. Basically, he's trying to get out of the way from the owlbear because he totally just punched an owlbear.
Got it.
That's the turn.
Yeah. Tann, well struck. Dahrian, what are you up to?
I will strike it.
23 will strike it. 10 is
For
not
10?
quite enough, but it is not much of an owlbear anymore. Anything else?
I'll keep my 13 temporary hit points. Anybody at the end of your turn, if you haven't, I guess Blitz would be the only one. Everybody else, don't forget to put 13 temporary hit points on Blitz. You'll get 10 this time. So,
Got it.
and that's it.
That's nice.
Awesome. Speaking of Blitz, what you doing?
It's gonna go non-lethal. Couple of spanks.
Okay.
Aw.
13 is the perfect number, and 10 is
Oh,
good
really? Oh,
enough.
okay.
And you non-lethally strike down an owlbear. It falls back and just hangs up in the webs again. You seem to be good at cocooning bear-like creatures. Blitz, anything else?
Oh, the other one's still over there, snarling across the way, or hooting.
It is so pissed right now. Like, you've never been asked who in an angrier voice. It is like, who? Like, if it could, it'd be like, do you think you are? But it's just who.
All right, that's it. That's it for now. Just keep an eye on it to see if it can fly, because owl, all that.
Unfortunately, the wizards that put these together did not equip it with flight capabilities. So it's 5 to there,
And
25
that flight
to
viability
there,
would be mean.
40-ish to there. It's on the floor, running across through all sorts of bat corpses, charging towards Tahir right now. But Tahir, what are you doing?
Does it fall?
No, it climbs down the ladder.
What?
What do you mean,
It's
what? Have you never seen bears? Bears are freaking crazy.
Time to go.
Yeah.
Climbing away. I'll dash. Time to get away from the bears.
That'll bring us to Andry. Andry, what are you up to? I said
Tahir.
you dashed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Andry, what are you up to?
I'm gonna jump.
Feather fall.
Should we pull up the ladder?
I don't think that'll help.
Mm.
And I will hold my action for when it gets in range to strike it down.
You got it. Tann, what are we doing?
And is yeah.
Could have just talked.
I believe it may be this one's mate, Andry.
If you talked, I might have missed it because my dad keeps coming in to ask how much he should feed the tortoise, and I'm like, I'm trying to play D&D.
Just tell
Um,
them to give it bananas.
All the papaya.
No.
All the papaya.
no, papaya's okay. Banana, no. That's like crack. He's
20 sides for turtle facts. Tortoise facts.
yay. It works. Okay, let's try another inflict wounds. See.
Oh, you'd have to get down
Yeah.
there. That one's unconscious. The one on the
Oh,
floor.
that one is unconscious.
That one's
Okay.
unconscious. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Oh, he's quite a distance, isn't he? 5.
Yes.
And then it's 25 feet down?
25 feet down.
35. I changed my mind. Firebolt.
You get that. 27's a good hit.
I'm sorry for murder. 10
10
points.
is some damage. That's all you know. 10, anything else?
That's it.
Dahrian, we are at the top of the turn order, and once more we are making noise in the temple. Could I have a volunteer for a fateful D6? You'd prefer not to see a 1.
My hands are up.
Whose turn is it now?
I don't
I
know.
did it
Andry
once.
volunteers with a 5. No trouble there. Dahrian, what are we doing?
I will go ahead and do Toll the Dead on it.
But don't. Wisdom saving throw. Owlbear.
7 points. Damn.
5, so it does take the 7. Anything else, Dahrian?
4 and
This
that's
one hasn't been hurt,
close.
right? It has. It was firebolted.
It was firebolted.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
The only other thing is 14 this time. Anybody who's within 30 feet of me gets 14 temporary hit points. So that's one
Got it.
more than 13. That's it.
Blitz, what do we got?
Want to kill this thing? Go. Well, wait. Let's so. Is there a way to jump toward it?
Well, it's a 25-foot drop, so yes, and
I
also.
mean, weightless. Like
Oh, if you're weightless, then
is that how would you check yourself? Because he made himself weightless before climbing up, and it's still set to that setting.
oh yeah, if you're still weightless, you can jump. Sure.
Like to try to get to it.
I mean, you're
How's
not going to
that?
fall if you jump. You're going to go up. That's how weightlessness works.
That's what I mean. Like, is there
I mean, you could
a way to,
lean
like,
off
hold
and
onto the-
jump
I don't know,
down.
propel?
Sure.
Just do like a swimmer's dive.
Yeah.
Just get the
There we
edge
go.
and just. Poof.
Okay, so that would be 5, right? And then 10, 15, 20. I don't know. Somewhere in the vicinity of around here,
Yeah. Yeah, that seems reasonable.
where everyone's up. Is it just where everyone's?
Yeah,
Alright.
I mean,
Okay,
within,
cool,
your,
and then,
within your range, you're
and ready
angling down.
with the spank
Okay.
when it comes within range.
That is going to bring up the owlbear. So the owlbear was like, all right, I'm just going this way. And then all of a sudden, Blitz just comes into view. Blitz, do you have the ready to action for a spank? Go for that. 20 for 9, that will certainly hit. What is your weightlessness effect? Does that have any effect on your armor class, etc.? Do you have?
No. Yeah, I got it right here.
So as you double check,
That work? It's a lot of text, I think.
ooh, there's a lot.
Weightless. You become weightless, allowing you to float in the air. Effects of a levitate spell.
Okay,
While
yep.
in the air, you make dexterity attack rolls. Oh, you got.
Oh, you're under levitate,
Levitate
so
checks and-
you can move up and down at will, no problem.
Oh.
So
Holy
it's
crap,
not really
okay.
weightless, you are levitating. But that's okay. You still have
nice.
a beak and a claw to deal with. Beak coming at you. 9's gonna miss. Claw coming at you. 13's gonna miss. Owlbear's super pissed. Tahir though, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go bear hunting.
Okay.
Also owl hunting. I don't know how this classifies in the big game terminology. Crossbow.
Your mate is still alive. You
Crossbow
don't need
will
to be
hit
so
13.
angry.
Yes, as you try and explain the complicated situation. Just unconscious. 15's gonna hit.
So 29 total.
More sturdy than a princess. To hear anything else.
That is all.
Got it. Andry.
I will step forward.
Okay.
Are we keeping these things alive?
Yes, please.
19 is a hit.
I
17
don't
is
know how-
damage. Is this lethal or non-lethal, Andry?
He did say please.
Alright, non-lethal.
Non-lethal. You have an unconscious pair of owlbears. And
I am not carrying those up the stairs.
We're gonna go ahead and remove the turn order here.
I
Close
think one
this
of Blitz's souls must have been an animal lover.
So at the moment, the party has 4 Earth Sign unconscious monsters that will need to know what they're doing within the next 4 hours or so. But they've cleared that little cubby room. That particular lair has a small passageway leading off from the southeast corner. And party, what you doing?
I'm looking for a Helm of Brilliance.
Looking for a Helm of Brilliance? No Helm of Brilliance that you immediately see, but could I see an investigation check?
I was also going to do the same thing.
Okay.
Oh, I'll let you look.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
I mean,
You're better at it
12.
than I
I
am.
mean, this looks like a helmet.
It does
Seeing-
look like a helmet, but it also looks more like an egg. It looks like 4 eggs. 4 fairly large owlbearish eggs.
I am so glad that you said that we shouldn't kill these things. Those babies would be all alone.
This could be a very good omelet.
Wait, what? No.
What? What do you mean? We got hungry mouths to feed up top. What do you mean, no?
We're not eating owlbear.
Why not?
Because it's wrong.
It's an animal, man.
I imagine Lawgiver at this point is like losing his mind, and he's like, "This is
It's a baby.
It's an egg.
Yeah,
There's no
which is a
baby here. No, it's egg. Look at it. Egg.
Okay, we're not going to debate when a thing is a thing. Tahir.
What came first, the owl bear or the egg?
The egg.
It's the philosophy. No, but how did the owl bear come from? Would they come from the egg or the bear?
They were created by a stupid wizard.
eggs in general came first because
How
eggs
did
come
the
in many
wizard make
forms."
it? It's still the study of many scholars to this day. Egg.
What is beyond the egg? Gonna climb back here and look
Oh, there's
this
a
way.
passage that goes down that way.
Oh, okay. He's gonna trump over here and take a look.
Sure. You clump over there and take a look. And are there any skills that you're deploying that I should be aware of as you do so?
Probably stealth.
Sure. Can I see a stealth check?
Whoop. Roll.
That's
Oh.
a really good stealth check. So as you make your way over there and clumpa, you can see that there is someone sitting on the ground next to a depression, a pit, a sinkhole, something. He looks like he's probably on guard, but at the same time, he looks like he's occupying himself with a little, string game, making designs, cat's cradles, etc.
And not suspicious of angry owlbear noises at all?
Looks like angry owlbear noises are probably the norm.
Okay. And they're just chilling in a hole, doing
They're sitting kind of
Jacob's
like
ladder?
beside the hole. Like the hole is
Oh,
kind
okay.
of there, and they're sort of sitting beside it. But you can see there's a little something going on the ground over there. And we are just getting the... who are you seeing right now? You are seeing... female human, actually.
Okay.
Luxurious black hair, tumbling down to near her waist. She has no real armor of note on, but cat's cradling.
Is Does she have any, like, that motifs going on, or snakes, jackals?
No, just
No.
kind of there. Like,
Okay.
if you passed her on the street, you might be like, she could use a haircut, but other than that, just a lady sitting there doing cat's cradles. Nothing suspicious at all.
He's gonna quietly dip back and back over to the group, and in like more of a whisper, he's gonna be like, "There's just a lady playing with string around the corner."
Well, she might be a vital source of information of what's down here.
Do you want me to talk with her?
Well, I was more so you just pull a knife on her and say, "Don't say a word and walk back with us." Something like that, you know? You gotta be mean about it.
I don't know if I can.
It's pretty easy, just.
She looks like she
Make it-
could overpower me.
But she doesn't know that because she doesn't know you're there yet. She's like, stick the knife just right through her back. It's like, this can go one of two ways. Either this gets plunged in your back or walk back about 20 paces. And then you gotta take charge, you know?
Right. And like he's kind of like going back over there as he's saying this, and still is the lady facing like over like towards this way?
No, the lady looks like she would be looking down in this direction. Like, if you hadn't been as good as you were, I'm guessing you probably like crept up to the ceiling so you could kind of peek around from like the area that nobody looks top right.
Right. Yeah.
So you kind of like, she's doing her thing, and she like looks up every once in a while, does her thing.
And I continue to exploit the top right, but walk along the wall closer.
I mean, that's going to take another stealth check, and it'll need to be a good one.
I'm willing to try.
Okie dokie.
And as he does it, he'll kind of like have his hands kind of like just like up in the air, like, I mean no harm, but still quietly. He's curious how close he can get.
Do you want me to have your back?
Sure.
I'll hide around the corner, and if she makes a move,
Wait, you're not very quiet. That sounds like a terrible idea.
I can fly, and I won't be visible. I'll be right around. I just need to get an eye on her to be able to hold person on her if she moves.
He'd be down for that. All right, I will
We'll be
roll.
right here.
Hopefully good. Hey,
How you do?
Hey, that's pretty good.
Wow.
good old
And
stealth boots.
And I will do my last eyes, or is it my last one? My last one or my next to last one? Let's see here. Oh, my next to last one. I've got one more of these, but I will want to fly and just basically have an eye around the corner here.
Sure. You got it. So between your devastatingly good stealth checks and prep, Tann, you've made your way down. You've kept yourself out of sight. You've got the woman who's sitting right about here, not quite as depicted. Wait, why didn't it move?
I don't see anything for depiction.
There's a
Are
token
you?
right here.
Are you
there
on
was
the
a-
right layer? Oh. That's a lady.
No, wait, where did token go?
I see it right here.
Oh, okay. Wow, that
Yeah,
just took
now I do.
forever to show up. Okay.
From this closer vantage point, does she have? You mentioned armor. Does she have like weaponry?
No weaponry, just some string. But as you reach that point, and you're kind of creeping up there, you do notice there is another individual just around that corner from you. And we'll use you. We're gonna wait a little while for this token too. Okay.
He looks menacing.
Anytime now. Hasn't
Objectively,
showed up
let's
for me
hear.
yet. We'll get there.
He's bald, right?
He is bald. That's
Okay.
it. There we go.
Look at that man.
Yeah, there we go. And he is sitting just kind of on the far side, and he seems like he's trying to do like the patterns that she's showing him. Like she does do like that, and he's like knots. He just has knots going on there. Male, bald head, as you can see there. His skin's got the tanner cast to it, though it looks like it's moved from tan to dusky, having been underground for a bit of a ways. Wearing plate armor, he's got a long sword on his hip, and having a lot of trouble with the cat's cradle right now. Passageway continues on behind him.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Sure, the passageway continues on for a bit behind him.
Gotcha. He is also armored up.
He is armored heavily, plate armor.
Weaponry?
Long sword.
I'm gonna kind of like look back to Dahrian and hold up one finger, shake head, two, and nod.
I whisper to those in the room with me. Sounds like there's two.
Okay, I had a plan. It was a stupid plan, and now it's more stupider than normal. So he's gonna back the heck out of there.
Okay.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Backing it up, and he's gonna hide himself around here, and he's gonna kind of quietly mix with the group again. He's gonna say, okay, there's two people. I have uncovered new secrets. I can send messages now. What kind of message should I send?
To them?
Yeah, because they're in the way, like they're there. Also, the one dude's got not as crazy as you, Andry, but he's got a sword and he's like super armored up. Like he's ready. He's not very good at Cat's Cradle or the Jacob's Ladder, but he's protected.
Are these bad people?
I don't know. That's why I didn't attack them. Hey, now there's another one down
No,
there.
we're just switching out for a better token.
Oh, okay.
There's
They must be friendly with the owlbears to be this close to them.
that was gonna be what I was gonna say. They might be the trainers of the owlbears, or at least working with whoever is in charge of the owlbears.
I wonder if Andry were to carry the owlbear in front of us. We might move single file. And
I agree with this plan.
A little.
I'm gonna pretend to be an owlbear.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Hey guys.
We'll call him Bernie, and we'll just walk him.
Blitz, you're a genius.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Let's do it.
All right.
but then what is our intent once we reach them?
I couldn't. Do you want me to just ask him from the safety of here, where they don't quite see us yet?
Yeah, that too, but come on, man, this sounds so much more fun.
Those guys sound fun.
Up to you. You're the one who can do it. We don't stop you.
This is true.
Let's say it's plan A. This is plan B.
Okay.
Prepare.
Can you run Plan B by me again? Because I was reading the spell and I might have missed a section of that.
So, Blitz, you are the mastermind of this.
Andry lifts the owlbear and holds it in front of himself. And then the rest of us form a conga line behind Andry and proceed forward. These people assumedly are friendly to the owlbears and vice versa, since they're camped so close together. So they
Oh,
may
that's-
just think that one of their pets is coming up to get pet or treats. But then we will all reveal ourselves from behind the beast.
That is good.
and
That is pretty
surprise them.
good. Okay.
But surprise them to do what? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I will gather intelligence. And he's gonna point in the direction of the lady. And he will cast message. And she will hear greetings, mortal. What is your purpose here?
Greetings, mortal. What is your purpose here?
Persuasion? I guess?
You got it. That made me laugh so hard I got dizzy. Performance.
That's a
No,
quote from
no,
the book.
persuasion, persuasion.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I mean,
sorry.
I guess if you want to make it a performance, but I was thinking persuasion to get a response.
Persuasion's probably smart.
Okay.
Oh, they're the same thing anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Within spitting distance. This allows them to respond in their mind, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Greetings, mortal. What's your purpose here? So you hear, Half-rung? I'm ready to serve.
I'm going to look to the group. I'm going to say, who's half-rung? They said half-rung?
Half-rung.
Half-run.
Half-rung.
Oh, it was a G. Okay.
Yep.
Half-rung.
Half-rung? I'm ready to serve.
If any of us recognize that name.
That was my same question.
I don't
Would that be like...
think so.
Okay. He's gonna point. Sorry. He's gonna point and he's gonna send a message. You will expect a group of people to pass. Be friendly and let them pass with no problem. That is how you may serve.
And like a second later, you hear out loud, I expect a group of people to pass. We should be friendly and let them pass without. What would you say? Pass without?
Without without
Without
problem or
problem.
like.
That is how I will serve. And you hear, yeah, no. You just like hear like metal creaking and leather creaking and like weapon being picked up. What's going on with you now? And from down in the hallway, the fella's like, all right, I think we're gonna have to put you back in your room. And you hear like, okay. And the woman starts to stand up. Is anybody doing anything?
I mean, he doesn't sound threatening with her. In fact, this sounds like it's normal.
Yep. So he's like, all right, come on. And you hear,
I'm gonna point to
right.
him. I'm gonna point to him. And he's gonna be like, "Are you disobeying the order of Half-rung?"
Mortal.
Mortal. Hang on, scrolling. You don't sound like Half-rung.
Oh shit! I think Half-rung's a real person, guys.
And you hear out loud, Skelly, run along. There's some trouble coming. Okay.
Rats.
I think it's screwed up, guys. He's gonna point again.
Okay.
Did you say mortal?
Portal probably wasn't a good idea. Stupid. He's gonna point again. And he's going to say, it's been a rough couple days.
Been a rough couple of days, huh? And so, you hear back, don't worry, you won't be having rough days for much longer. He's coming. And I think that's where, for the moment, we're going to draw this evening to a close, because I'm going to need to deploy some NPCs I wasn't expecting to deploy at this particular stage, as the party is about to meet Halfrung, who or whatever that is, as Skelly moves off with her cat's cradle, and a guard in plate with a long sword readies his shield. Thank you all for playing. We will pick up next week, not quite in combat, but combat is certainly approaching you quickly unless you do something else. As it seems as though maybe, yes, the lady was a bit on the simplistic side, but the gentleman is definitely more of a guard, and one much accustomed to such shenanigans. Congratulations, everybody. You have delved deep. You have reached the 4th floor. You have continued to explore the 3rd level. We've dealt with cave bears, owl bears, bats, and other such things. We've created ladders for easy transportation. And we'll see how we pick up next week. Oh, and congratulations out there. Percy for the 2-year anniversary. Well done, Andry. Any shout-outs as we start to wrap up tonight?
Sorry.
Tanner, Jenna, you're just like barely holding it together at this point.
Sorry, I don't know why Mortal's just so stupid.
All good. All good. So thanks to the players and thanks to everybody for hanging out. If you do like what we do, hop by the Discord, swing by the Twitch, check us out on the YouTube, all sorts of stuff going on. I know we've got some old school Essentials games going on. We've got some DCC stuff coming up. We got the 5e sessions that we're running, and a month or 2 out at this point, we've got our Week of Giving coming up, where we're going to be running a bunch of alternate campaigns. I will be posting up for folks who might be interested in playing a little bit of Shadowrun. And I know I saw a bunch of other game sessions out there. So swing by the Discord, hop in, join in, and also take part in the community campaign, which is how a lot of us found each other and ended up playing games together. So always looking forward to meeting new folks. Thanks out there, everybody. Alex, I saw you post up a minute or 2 ago. If you're still hanging about, if there's anybody that you see who would like a raid, let's go find somebody from there. But thanks, everybody, and have a great night.
I would like to point out how far we made it this session.
We made it a whole 2 rooms.
I know, crazy.
I am curious.
I will give you credit for 4 rooms because that's actually, an upstairs and a downstairs and the bridge. So
nice. I am curious. Did we hit one of the 30 options you thought
Option
we would
41.
So the cutting the bridge was new. But other than that, you managed to stay almost on one path the whole way through. I was not expecting you to alert the guard and give them so much time to respond. That has not been the normal party's MO. The guard appreciates it, but that has complicated things a little bit. So thanks, everybody. We're going to go ahead and kick off from the stream in here, and have a great night. Ba-dum-bum.
Good night.